So I'm going to ask her to trot now. And I'm not going to correct her because you'll see that she's got a quick tempo. She's tense because she's come out of the shape of the frame, and I'm not fixing her. And you'll see that her tempo and rhythm are quite erratic. Okay, now see, she actually almost walked there. So I wanted to show what a pretty erratic trot rhythm looks like. So here she speeded up again. And she's starting to find what I'd consider to be her working trot, but here again she speeded up again. Speeded up again. Slowed down. Okay. Speeded up again, slowed down. Slowed down. Slowed down. Okay. Slowed down. So basically you get the point though. Very inconsistent rhythm. So that's why I want to show that. Now I'm going to start to help her a little bit with her rhythm. And how I can do that is with my posting. I start to think of the trot rhythm, which is 2 beats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's a more consistent rhythm. And I just post. So I'm going to stay in that 1-2 rhythm, and that should help her come back to me. So she'll start to follow what I'm doing, because the horse will naturally go to where the rider is. So this is important about posting, because when you rise the trot, even in Western, you have a horse that's quick. If you simply slow down your posting rhythm, you can actually get the horse to come to you. Okay? Now, here, you see she's starting to slow down, and she's also starting to relax into my contact again. But she's a bit slow in her tempo. Okay? And you see that's not so bad because she was a little bit tense before, but she has gotten to be what would be considered a bit slow for an English working trot tempo. So first, I wanted to settle the rhythm, and then second, I wanted to then work on the tempo, okay? So now that she's a little more relaxed and she's a little more soft in her top line, I can start to ask her to pick up the tempo. So you might see right there that she is picking up the tempo a little bit. So now, see, she got a little quick there. But I keep my rising to the trot very consistent. Same spot, gets a little quick right there. But we're going to work on steadying her tempo. So this horse needs her rider to help her find her natural rhythm a little bit. She doesn't naturally carry her rhythm, whereas some horses have a very natural rhythm. They need very little help from the rider. There, she lost her rhythm. That was about 4 quick steps right there. But you see, as she steadies, she relaxes, and she starts to get a better tempo and rhythm, more consistent. So that's the job of the rider here. So this is much nicer now. She's more relaxed. And as she loosens up through her body, she starts to free up in her gaits as her muscles become more warm, and her rhythm gets much nicer, more free, more consistent. So a couple more quick steps right there. Some of you may not have even seen those, but you would have felt them if you were riding. She sort of goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But the more she relaxes through her top line, meaning the top of her body from her ears to her tail, you'll see the more she'll stretch down into the contact, the better she will move in her rhythm. And the more ground covering her gaits will get, and the better the tempo and rhythm will get. So you see her head position is getting lower and lower. Her rhythm's getting more and more consistent. And her contact with the bit is getting better as well. So this is a good horse to see that rhythm issues can come up with.